right now and say, I want Josh Taylor and get the Josh Taylor fight because he's age-level. That's right. So anybody on that pipeline right now, that's a big deal.
I talked his ass, but the same day that James Tony came in and signed the contract. Wow. So I'm talking to both of them on the phones like this. Look, I got Zab on one phone, I got James on one phone.
What is Crawford gonna do? He's gonna beat Sean. Everybody listen, he's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean.
Mike Lewis is the perfect example of what I'm talking about.
You on? We live. You got the 62. Yeah. Got the 62. We in this joke.
Right.
That was OC just now. I just did.
All right, we live. Let's talk sports, y'all. We had a little bit of technical difficulty in the beginning, but we here.
You hear me? We live.
All right, so man, go ahead and start it off, my brother. I got my partner in crime, brother Brandon Stenard in the building. I'm AK the Apostle. Go ahead and start off with our first topic for the day, sir.
Good day, good morning, and good afternoon, everybody. As my good brother said, the OG said that my name is Brandon Stenard, and we're gonna be talking about some very, really exciting and breaking news. If you don't know, you about to find out about the good brother goes by the name of Daryl Mosley, just became the new head coach of Coppin State University, HBCU. Give it up for Mr. Daryl Mosley, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Much salute. That's all right. Now, the one thing that I have a lot of respect for Mr. Mosley is that while I was a student at Lincoln University, I had the chance to watch him, lead from the bench and also lead as a head coach for the women's team. I watched him just grow over time, and I was grateful for the opportunity to be able to just watch him from a distance, because he ended up going to hold up, it's loading. Hey, he ended up going to Arizona State. He was coaching there for the women's basketball team. I believe he was assistant coach. Ended up winning 5 seasons as a head coach at Lincoln, leading the team to 3 straight CIAA semifinals and earning CIAA head coach honors or head coach or coach of the year honors. Excuse me, I'm over here sounding real crazy right now. I know how to read. I ain't about to be over here just getting joked. You feel me? But yeah, we just want to salute you today, good sir. Congratulations to you for making it to another level. And I pray that the ladies just, welcome you in and take home everything that you have to offer. Because I know for a fact it's going to be a lot of gold for them to take home and study. But yeah, man, besides that, how you feeling today, man?
I'm cool, man. We got a couple things. We might as well keep it DMV. Right now, okay, let's stay in the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
Out in Phoenix, the coach for the Phoenix Suns was just fired. And I'm pretty sure that now that he got fired and how everything transpired in Phoenix, that Kevin Durant is under all kinds of scrutiny these days.
Mm-hmm.
People saying that this tainted legacy. How bad did this make him look? Because Phoenix, they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it was him, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. So, like, how do we feel about KD's legacy? Did it take a hit? Are we past that now? Like, go ahead.
I mean, I feel like people can say it took a hit. People can say that. You could say it took a hit, but in my opinion, I don't think it took a hit per se, because once you already win a ring, to my knowledge, you a champion.
But people saying the ring ain't legitimate. I'm not saying that, but that's what they say.
Hey man, I guarantee you those same folks, I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna just say this. For those folks that have so much to say, listen, man, I know that he's in a world where criticism is at its highest. But I say this, man, he won a ring. And if you don't think he won that ring, then hey, when you see KD, you tell him that ain't no real ring. You let him know that wasn't no real championship. You let him know that all of those practices before he got to that point, it was no point. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He got a ring. He got a ring. It's in the stats.
I think that regardless of how you slice the pie, he's one of the greatest scorers that ever played the game.
Yeah.
One of the best shooters that you ever played the game.
Yeah.
And the thing that about him, a lot of people, I'm gonna give him an olive branch and I'm gonna give him a pass for the Golden State move, because people leave out the fact that he had a vicious injury at OKC that kind of derailed, a good portion of his career. And I just think that he wanted to make sure he was going to get a ring, and he was the best player on the court in those finals, regardless of how you slice the pie.
Indeed.
Now, keeping it DMV, I must announce, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we had to reschedule our interview or boxing conversation with Gary Antoine Russell. I will update you soon when we had the details on that. But for now, we're just going to continue with the sport broadcast, and when we get back to you on that.
Be real with you. This is what happens when you get to the upper echelon. All right. Many of y'all probably like, hey, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. When you connected to people that they, you know what I'm saying, they climbing the ladder. Some of y'all wish y'all could climb the ladder. So just, you know what I'm saying? Just start trying to climb your ladder. And then you too will understand how schedule sometimes can,
schedule.
It's schedule. Hey, congratulations to you, Mr. Russell, though, for being at this level to be able to, have to figure out things, But I pray that your team is just making sure that, you're good. And I'm pretty sure OG over here, he already knows. He can contact y'all, man. So at the end of the day, the interview's on its way.
We got you. Now we got the NBA playoffs. First, we got the play-in. We got the 2 play-ins. We got Atlanta and Orlando, Memphis and Golden State. But the Memphis Golden State just decide who's 7th place and 8th place.
Yeah.
And then the actual, I believe the play-in is between Dallas and Sacramento, Miami and Chicago. I'm not really interested in that, but okay, what you think about those matchups?
All right, let's go over it again. I'm gonna go down the list. I know for a fact I got Orlando over Atlanta.
Okay.
I got Orlando over Atlanta. I just, yeah, I can see that. Who's next?
Memphis and Golden State to decide who's going to be 7th or 8th seed. Now, I think that's big, but go ahead.
That's gonna be interesting. Man, we was having a conversation before we went live about Jay Butler, man.
I'm gonna say this, brother. Let's say Golden State ends up in that 8th seed, right? Who's the number 2 seed? The Lakers, right?
Yeah.
The Lakers the number 2 seed. So one of these teams is playing Shea Gilders and the other one is playing LeBron and them. All I know is this. There are 3 teams that cannot lose in the first round. That is the OKC Thunder, the LA Lakers, and the Golden State Warriors. You cannot lose.
Yeah, you definitely can.
In the first round.
You definitely can.
I don't care if you end up playing each other. Whoever lose.
He said, I don't care if y'all playing each other.
I don't care if y'all playing each other. And one of y'all got to lose.
Oh,
y'all
man.
better play that thing like it's the NBA Finals because you cannot have all this. Listen, we shut down media. Everything's about the Lakers. Everything's about Golden State. We forgot Golden State. I mean, we forgot OKC had the number 1 seed. We forgot. You don't even realize that Cleveland is the number 1 seed in the East because we don't hear about them. All we hear about is Luka, LeBron, Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler. You better not lose in the first round.
Cleveland is definitely a team that folks are probably going to be sleeping on. I definitely feel like Cleveland they're like the silent assassins. That's what Cleveland are. Well, that's who Cleveland is. I'm over here talking like Ricky Smiley.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got some information. The Lakers got the Timberwolves first round because they got the number 3 seed, and the number 2 is the Rockets. So it's the Rockets who I don't really care about. No disrespect, but you got the Rockets at the 2 seed, so they will play either Memphis or Golden State. So now that makes things. But again,
man, that's gonna be exciting to watch. I'll tell you that right now. That's gonna be extremely exciting to watch. The only disappointing thing is that I want to see Luka travel, but I also want to see Ant Edwards, you know what I'm saying, do some stuff. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people got their personal opinions about Ant Edwards.
What's that?
Man, you know,
baby
people,
mama,
you gotta be careful who you're out here with. You know what I'm saying? He gave you the money, girl.
Nah.
So, no.
Hey, we are not, hold on. You are not about to get us canceled. No, you're not. That's about all we're gonna touch on that, buddy.
I'm joking.
Not getting canceled. We are not getting canceled.
Hey, listen. I am not here
to get us canceled,
to get anybody or get us in trouble. All right. All I'm saying is this. All right.
We'll be frying fish tomorrow.
I just want to see Ant ball, man. That's it. I just want to see the young and ball. That's it. That's all I want.
I will say this about Anthony Edwards. Thank you. I won my fantasy NBA championship, and guess what, y'all? I went 23-0. I didn't lose one game the whole year. 20-0 in the regular season.
I just prayed.
3-0 in the playoffs. And guess who kept it going for me? Because my other 2 starters was hurt. Jalen Brunson was out, and Jalen Brown was out. And the only starter I had was Anthony Edwards. And he did. Look, my man gave me a 50-point night, a 40-point night. Oh yes, thank you, Anthony Edwards. And everybody else on my team was no namers. No disrespect, but they wasn't the marquee names.
I feel you.
Quentin Grimes,
wow.
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp.
She didn't. What Shannon? I got his name wrong.
You got him on. This is exactly why the Cowboys ain't going nowhere again. Because you just got a lot of players on your roster. You don't know them like that, and you just over here just doing what you're doing.
Tell you what though, I'm gonna keep it clear with y'all. We're not gonna get in the NFL right now, but I'm gonna keep it clear with y'all. One thing for sure that y'all know, we definitely beating you this year.
I mean, we might give you a game just let you feel good about yourself. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you,
we definitely beating you.
It's a lot of people in trouble, especially with Jaden Daniels and everything that's going on right now. So
I'm gonna say this.
I'd be scared. I'd be scared.
I think that young man is absolutely brilliant. I must say, y'all have a franchise quarterback. I am highly impressed with him. But in terms of us against y'all, I'm not scared of him at all.
Okay. I feel you. I hear you. I like it.
Now, for everybody else in the league, he go big. He gonna go bonkers. I saw what we did last year.
I hear you.
I mean, you got to admit that we played him pretty well last year.
I mean, most definitely. It was a way different line than what we have now, too.
Are you going off that Jeremy Thompson?
All I'm saying is,
you living off that?
All I'm saying is, man, listen.
We got your man. Well, he was ours first, but we got
cool.
your man.
That's cool. You can go back. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Did you say Gallup?
Whole lot of horsepower.
I got nothing but love for Michael Gallup,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say his last year with us, we phased him out.
Man, did y'all?
He wasn't. He
did him
didn't.
dirty.
He was being phased out.
Different did him dirty.
I mean, Michael Gallup. I got nothing but love for Michael Gallup. I see you, Chuck. I got nothing but love for Michael Gallup. I mean, across the board, he can stretch the field still. He can stretch the field still.
Definitely. We would have picked him up. If
you got an extra running back with Debo Samuel.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I mean?
You got the Scary Terry threat. Been a threat before people gave him recognition.
Yeah, I like Scary Terry.
Been a threat. I'm trying to tell you. Go back and watch the clips. Go back and watch the clips.
What clip? What clip you talking about?
But Terry, just go back and just type in Terry McLaurin highlights. Just type in Terry McLaurin highlights. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to see multiple quarterbacks and you're going to see one dominant receiver. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Say he don't like the Michael Gallup signing.
I mean, a lot of people didn't like the Michael Gallup signing.
Some of the other receivers you could have got. Like who?
I mean, they probably might say
like who? Like who though? You talking about like Stephon Diggs or one of them?
I wouldn't want a Stephon Diggs though.
Why wouldn't you?
Injury.
That's true.
Don't want him. Don't want him.
Who else
I'd rather risk it
Keenan
with Debo because
Allen.
we don't have to use Debo as much as we would end up using Stephon.
I mean, you got a number one. Yeah, that's number one. You got number one. You got some young receivers. Bringing in 1-1, just like everybody was going crazy. If we draft a receiver in the first round, I'm gonna lose my mind. But everybody keeps saying they want us to draft. If we draft a receiver, I'm gonna lose it. Young Bout that in the building, man. What's up, my brother?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Chief?
Yeah, if we drive a receiver, I'm gonna lose my mind. But I wouldn't be shocked that we did it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You let me know what you're feeling about Mr. Dak Prescott.
What about Dak?
How confident are you with Dak this season?
All right, this was gonna happen. Let me break it down. I don't know why we doing this. He said, I think y'all going to drop for we might not get. I'm gonna tell you, I want Junkins. Okay. I don't want Gentry. I want Junkins.
Okay.
Now, listen, don't hold me to this exact statement, right?
So you want to say it?
Junkins remind me of Derrick Henry. There's only one Derrick Henry. He's not Derrick Henry, but he reminds me. Gentry remind me of Zeke. He's Zeke. He's Zeke 2.0. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? He remind me of Zeke. I take either or. He said he would have took y'all. He wish y'all would have took Amari Cooper.
No. Amari Cooper remind me of Jahan Dot. I mean, not Jahan. It remind me of Dotson. We had a Dotson player, man.
Don't ever disrespect. Don't ever disrespect Amari Cooper like that.
I'm not saying. Listen. I'm not disrespecting Amari.
No Amari Cooper.
I'm not disrespecting Amari, but I will say that Amari Cooper scares me with health issues.
Health?
Yes.
Oh, then you don't go on bonkers.
Scares me because I feel like once he gets to a really good team, he's not going to be able to. I'm not saying that he's not a dominant receiver, but I'm just saying as far as health wise, it's the same thing with Stephon.
Stay there. Speaking of health, we got to touch on this. You know, the football world had a tragedy. Had a tragedy this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the young man from out of LSU. And I believe he was about to come into the pros, correct?
Yep.
First round pick, and he took his life, over the weekend. You know, mental health is real, and I'm not even gonna. Here's the thing. Social media cyberbullies these kids so bad that the slightest little thing they do, it gets bang, 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 bang. Yeah, R.I.P. Kyren Lacy. You know, they said Jaden Daniels' last touchdown pass was to him, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I know he's impacted by it. But like I say, man, check on your loved ones and all that, man. But like, look, man, OGs, y'all need to get off these podcasts and stop being chatty patties and go out there and go back to being mentors.
Being in the community,
man. We gotta be more active for the younger generation and advocate for them.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, how do y'all feel about this particular situation?
I mean, I was blown away by it mainly because of so many symbolic reasons behind it, right? Last TD that JD5 threw to him. You know what I mean? JD5 actually having like that close bond relationship. I was looking at JD5's story on his Instagram, and he was just going through memory lane about, you know, how they really were. Like it was like 4 of them, I believe, that would just be in the weight room and like they would really talk about a lot. So my prayers are up to everybody that was truly affected by this. Don't get me wrong, by me being a huge fan of the Commanders and a huge supporter of the JD5 movement, man, I definitely have my prayers up to him and his family. I would definitely say that we need to be very intentional about checking up on each other. Um, yeah, it's a guy by the name of an artist. I don't want to say a guy. It's a good brother of mine. It's Kariga Bailey. It's just he has a song, and it was like "Check on Me." It's called "Check on Me." And for such a time as this, man, like you fellas, we gotta check on each other. I know that a lot of us have issues, beefs. It's a lot of things that's going on in the community that whether we were born into it or you know it just may be a part of the environment that you grew up down the street from. But I say this: if we don't start having conversations, and I know that went off topic a little bit because it was about like beefs and all of that, and this wasn't about a beef situation, but it still is a mental health situation, so it falls under that category. We just got to make sure that we have conversations, and I know the young folk, you don't really want to talk. I get it. You don't like talking. Most of us don't like talking, but the reality is, if you don't talk, how are you going to be able to survive out here? If you don't have somebody that you can talk to, how are you going to be able to survive? It's you're going to go crazy in the head, man. You're going to go crazy in the head. And yeah, prayers up to the family though. Um, I know that something positive can come from this, but it's definitely right now it's going to be a tough time for some folks and some family members to try to look past this.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Put that the one up there right there, the top of that. Watching from Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Shout out to my mans, man. I appreciate you, man. I pray everything is safe over there with you and your family, man. And
Shout out.
appreciate you watching from Bulgaria,
That's fine.
baby.
Bulgaria.
That's what's up, man.
Bulgaria, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Bulgaria.
Before we get into the WNBA draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of the cyberbullying and all that, I'm gonna touch on it. We're gonna this gonna be. I'm gonna do another live. We're gonna do another segment on this on another day. But I'm gonna bring this up. Every Spears for some reason has took a fascination in attacking Angel Reese, and
one more time just to make sure everybody heard you say who?
Aries Spears.
Aries Spears, ladies and gentlemen.
So, and my problem with these guys that keep calmly, because we cover the WNBA, so we're gonna be in the building, for these WNBA games. And when we get to be around these players, I want to embrace them the way they're supposed to be embraced, and I want to talk about the game. Yeah. But ever since a few things happened, they're not allowed to talk about the game. But if you like somebody like Spears, if you're going to even speak on this young lady, at least know the sport. Yeah. You don't even know the sport.
Yeah.
You don't even know the sport.
Yeah.
And you up there talking about when he bringing up a clip from a year ago. When Angel said they not just coming to see one person, they coming to see me too. She didn't lie when she said that. That's not false.
Yeah.
But they want she's delusional, such and such is listen. Right now the situation is what it is. Indiana has 41 of their 44 games are nationally televised, right? They national televised games. They are selling out arenas. People are changing arenas. All that's true. That doesn't take away from the significance of what the other players bring to the whatever. Yes, Caitlin is the biggest star. We get that over with. Get that out there. She's the biggest star. But that doesn't take away from what actually was brought to the table by the other players. And the crazy part is people keep trying to attach Angel Reese's success to Caitlin. Yeah. But the problem is you forget that she the one that won the game. You know what I mean?
Straight up. Straight up.
Her team won the game.
Yeah.
That's your ticket. Listen, if you buy the chip That's supposed to earn your ticket to the dance outside of anything else. Not to mention the fact that she had the largest NIL deal, male or female.
That's a good fact that I don't think a lot of people
She
really
had
knew.
before the national championship game was played, the largest NIL deal in college basketball, male or female, was Angel Reese. The largest social media following, male or female, was Angel Reese before that game. Before the game was played, so before she won the Natty, before the John Cena. And can I say something to y'all? Stop saying it's the John Cena, because John Cena got that from Tony Yayo. Stop doing that.
He
it ain't
actually
the
admitted,
John Cena.
He admitted that too.
He got it from Tony Yayo.
He admitted it. He admitted that. I believe he talked about it on I don't want to just say the wrong thing. He shared it on somebody's podcast.
Yes.
It was shared. He admitted
he
that.
got that from G Unit.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm
yes,
saying everybody talk about they doing the John Cena. No, it's not. She's doing the G Unit.
5 checks, man. You got 5 checks.
You know what I'm saying? But back to all I'm saying is, listen, OGs got to get back to being OGs, bro. We don't want to see OGs sitting up on platforms. Stephen A, you going on and on and on and on about LeBron and him not being a good father. That's not what OGs supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. Listen, stop letting these algorithms make y'all chase clicks, man. Let's get back to talking about, if your job is to talk about the game, talk about the game.
That's why I respect one of my homies, and I don't want to say homies because I pay respect to him. He's a big brother, mentor of mine outside of this and outside of you. But Red Grant, man, he's a comedian that, and not just a comedian, philanthropist, executive. He has a nonprofit organization that has blessed me to be a part of it and allow me to help young folks out as far as shooting cameras and writing scripts and teaching multiple things that can help the community. And what I'm getting at is Mr. Spears, right? Mr. Spears, you want to bash and talk, and I don't know your personal life, so I don't know if you have nonprofit that's trying to help the community out. I don't know if, when you in your hometown that you giving back to the people that's in the towns, but I know some folks that's really about business and they could technically talk about it the way you talking about it, but they not doing it. So all I'm saying is start making boss moves if you're going to talk like a boss, and standing in front of people every night telling jokes. That's a legendary move because not everybody can do that. But that's not a full boss move, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? You getting paid, you paying people, but you're not really impacting the community like that. That's what I'm going at. So,
I mean, to be honest with you, one more last thing I'm gonna say about, and you could say this about Aja Wilson, you could say this about Angel Reese and many of that, and those in the situation right now because of the demographics of what happened with that particular sport. These men that's on these platforms, the Eric Spears of the world, the Joe Buttons of the world, that's constantly ridiculing, attacking this young woman, you are not where she's at.
Man,
you not listen to me. Y'all not where she at. Today's time, social media. We can joke all we want. Social media runs the world now.
Mm-hmm.
Social media runs the world. So if your presence on social media and everything that gets done on social media. Like Angel Reese can literally go home and sit on her porch with her mother right now, and that'll go viral.
Yeah.
And soon, and she don't even have to say a word. She can just sit on the porch and put her head on her mother's shoulder or something, and then you'll see a bunch of videos, a bunch of people on their platform. Angel Reese is so distraught by Caitlin Clark that she ran home to her mother. For real, bro. I'm not making this up.
You're right. I can see the headlines now. Different blogs.
And Twitter. And Twitter, oh my God! But Twitter is I don't care. Nobody say. I tell Boxer Twitter all the time. I don't know how y'all do it.
You gotta be careful out there.
I look. I do this all the time. Like I look at something and I comment, then I go back and delete it.
Hey, oh man, you can't do that. You gotta leave that there. You can't delete the comment now. You gotta leave that comment there. No.
I'm gonna tell you why I deleted it. And this I'm gonna tell all my brothers. Listen, sometimes you gotta protect your gates.
Yeah,
sometimes you got to protect your gates.
You're right. And we can sometimes we say things sometimes we know we should, all right, man, I shouldn't have said that.
I'm all for a healthy dialogue. Like,
Very
you know, I
much.
get people that be like, you know, they want you to come on their show so they can get on you can get on their platform so they can yell and scream at you and overtalk you and try to make their points. No, if we can't have a conversation, I'm not coming on.
Yeah, you're not organic. You're
Yeah,
not,
I'm not.
you're
I'm
not
not with
organic
the.
enough.
I'm not with the gimmicks.
You're not organic
Because
enough.
especially, and you're gonna start yelling when I start giving me this good cooking. When I see, so when the first time I ever get on one of these debates, that's when y'all gonna see me go into battle rap mode. See, that's when I'm gonna start hitting metaphors and bars on them, and then see, I'm gonna box you in.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like my man said, I'm gonna box the 5, and you ain't gotta call Little Caesar. You hear me? And you ain't gotta call Little Caesar.
Yeah. Now that's real. That's real, man. That's 100% real.
Now back to this WNBA draft. Tonight's #1 draft pick should be Paige Beckers. I believe it will be Paige Beckers. Even if somebody trade up or whatever to do, Paige Beckers would get it. Now she did get a natty.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Don Staley in South Carolina, and a lot went and college. College is like the pros now, where they can just hit the transfer portal and go play for another team next year.
Yeah.
But that's just like the pros. So I don't know why. I mean, I guess people was mad that college kids are doing that now. There's no dedication. Well, they getting prepared for the pros.
Hey, now I will say Deion Sanders had a good point when he was talking about how he doesn't want to bring anybody to his team that is strict off of just what kind of deal they can get. He trying to develop professionals all around the board. Now, hear me when I say this, because when he said it at first, I didn't make a face like, Coach, what you talking about? It was more so like, all right, Coach, continue. Let's hear what you had to say. And he made a point that he was saying that if you bring a player to a college facility where they're supposed to not only learn how to become that pro athlete, but they also should receive guidance on how to be a sustainable pro athlete. That's what concerns Coach Prime, because he feels as though there's some youngins that are going to get some bread and they really not going to know what to do with that bread. So he feels as though it could kind of derail the positive reasons as to why you should possibly wait for some people to get to the pros to get paid. I technically feel as though, all right, they doing it, everybody get paid. But I also understand from his standpoint, by being a leader in that position, he doesn't want to have meetings with a player and the first thing that comes out of their mouth when they sit in front of his face is, how much can I get?
I mean,
I hear you now. That college is kind of like the pros.
Let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they come out and say that's their #1 thought, it's part of the process.
I mean, now it is,
It's part of the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's part of the process. And speaking of Deion, since we touched on Deion, it's a lot being said about Shador. And I'm not going to lie. I would not be shocked to see Shador go 2, 3, top 5, but I also would not be completely floored if I looked up and see Shador drop to 24 with Pittsburgh. 21. I would not be shocked.
I was about to say the Saints.
I doubted the Saints pick him up.
Done. He's
They don't know if he's gonna play again.
Okay, so let's look at this. All right.
With a new coach.
All right, so check this out. Giants picked up Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Do you think I would be perplexed if they picked up one of the young rookies?
I feel like they're gonna go the Kansas City route with Pat Mahomes.
But no. How
Mahomes didn't start.
But how'd that make sense though?
I'm not saying that Mahomes had like two quarterbacks that were starting at one point. They're fighting for the starting position. I think both of them got 1-year deals, right?
I get that. All right, so you signed 2 quarterbacks to nice money now.
Yep.
Ain't pocket money.
Yep.
It ain't pocket change.
Yep.
You signed 2 quarterbacks to some nice set of change. You're gonna tie up that much of your salary cap with them two players, and then draft a quarterback.
Bring him on that rookie deal.
So you got a third string. You got a third string making backup money. That makes sense.
Listen, They gave
Does
away.
that make sense?
They gave away Saquon, man. What you think they going? They desperate.
They not the sharpest shooters. They not the sharpest bombers.
I'm trying to tell you, they got the kid told them that it was the biggest mistake, and they ain't listened to the child.
They gave up Saquon Barkley and missed on Jaden Daniels.
They hear me. That's what I'm saying. Now they desperate. They got to do anything and everything.
Hey, bro.
I don't see him going past. Hey, Coach Sanders said he cracked a joke in a clip. He told Shador, he said, y'all going to be having Bible study before y'all go out to the field.
Yeah. When he talking about if he end up with Jameis. He said
Jameis and Russell. Yeah. You know, Russell, they serious back there, man. That was a good little joke, man. Sorry for the folks that are very deep into the field.
All right, so listen, he could go to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cleveland guy.
I'd be nervous for him if you go to Cleveland.
I wouldn't. I like Cleveland. But Cleveland
you don't think he's gonna be running for his life still?
Cleveland got a nice little structure, but they lost a few pieces. But Cleveland got a nice little structure. Like I said, this draft is weird. It's a heavy running back draft. Yeah. It's a heavy wide receiver draft. It's a heavy D tackle draft. Mm-hmm. So listen, my thing for my team is this: everything you need is in the draft. You just got to be smart. If that Bama draft for O lineman or wide receiver in the first round, I'm not even watching the rest of the draft. I'm not even watching the rest of the draft, bro.
What if? Where y'all at?
12th.
Okay. If he was there,
who?
Shador. If Shador was there, would you draft Shador?
No, I would love to, but no. If we got rid of Dak first and then picked him, yeah, but no, I don't want him now. Why? Okay, you just picked up this great big dude Milton from the Cam Newton lookalike dude. No disrespect.
Oh, okay.
From New England, you just picked up the Cam, Cam Newton.
Yeah.
From New England. Mm-hmm. So you got that great big giant of a backup. Why would you bring, like, you know what I'm saying? If you went through that much to get him on the roster, why go get Shador now? So now I got that, another dude and Shador.
I feel like these franchises are kind of losing faith in certain people, man.
I like Joe Milton. Let's see what Joe Milton about. You know what I mean? Let's see what Joe Milton about.
You think Joe Milton can be successful in the East?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That great big quarterback.
All right.
Listen, bro. Hold on. See, I see what you're doing. A lot of y'all commanders got this thing messed up. Y'all got this thing messed up. Listen, we was extremely injured last year. We was all over the place last year, and we still managed to win 7 games. And we beat you. And we almost beat you with our backups.
That's fair.
And we almost beat you with our backups.
Fair.
You went life or death with Trey Lance.
Hey, man, listen.
So my thing is this. I'm not saying this to diminish nothing. Y'all went to the NFC Championship game.
Saying,
you have a wonderful quarterback. Mm-hmm. You build something. I love Dan Quinn. I love what y'all got going on. Mm-hmm. But don't sleep, Bammers. Don't sleep.
I'm just saying, you know. I don't really see a whole lot happening. You know, here we go.
Oh, he said we beat ourselves. Well, you beat yourselves when who? When with who? You didn't beat yourself with us. You didn't beat yourself with us.
Who was that?
Yeah, my man said we beat ourselves. I know he a Commander fan.
Well, I mean, you know, y'all.
You did not beat yourself. You did not beat yourself. Don't say that. You did not beat yourself. You didn't beat yourself. How you beat yourself? Everything we took, everything we got from you, we took.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm looking forward to the season, man. Well, how many more Sundays we got?
He said special team mistakes. What's a mistake? My man fumbled the ball, picked the ball up, did a spin move, and took it to the house. Man, that ain't no mistake.
You know, that was more so like.
That's more say what?
That was more so,
like, what?
You know.
It's more so what?
That was more so of a hiccup. And
hold on, bro. We missed 2 field goals that game.
Hey, man. Listen,
we missed 2 field goals.
Listen. The whole purpose and reasoning for that was just for the ratings. It was
for the ratings.
It was for the ratings.
Man, knock it off.
It was for the ratings.
Knock it off, bro.
We had to give y'all a chance and make it seem as though Jaden, was,
I tell you what. I tell y'all. Let's be clear about something. I want y'all to admit one thing. Let's be clear about something. If Dak or CD was on that field that last game of the season, that's an L. That's an L. That's an L. If CeeDee Lamb was on that field, the way them receivers was running wide open, that's an L.
Man. And for everybody out there, just remember, never be a it could have happened person. Just always be ready. That's all I'm
We
saying.
sat you do you
That's
hold
all
on
I'm
you
saying.
do you
Yeah, that's
you,
all
you
I'm
do
saying.
realize you know we sat him down at the end of the season to prevent injury.
Hey, that's
You
fine.
know that, right?
That's fine.
No,
But
you know that, right?
yeah, I ain't had nothing to lose
So
anyway.
so when we the last game of the season when we played y'all,
Yeah.
we sat down CD Lamb.
I know.
He was
I know. You had to get them together. You had to get them together. He was doing everything he could for y'all.
Hey man, listen, don't get this messed up, y'all. Don't get this messed up. Don't get this messed up, bro.
Y'all gonna turn CeeDee Lamb into another Dez Bryant if y'all keep at it.
What you saying? Hold on. What you saying about Dez?
Dez
Dez what?
Dez
That
hated.
ruined Dez. That ruined Dez. I can say that. That ruined Dez.
And what's happening to CD?
Nothing. He had one. He got dumped on his shoulder and he played with a bum shoulder for the rest of the year.
Right.
That happens.
But y'all didn't do nothing to support the man.
Why didn't we?
What did y'all do?
What do you mean to support him? What are you talking about?
What y'all support him with?
I mean, what do you? I need you to be. What do you mean?
Y'all there supporting the man. It's the same way how we was when we had Terry McLaurin.
Never.
Hey,
Never.
You sure?
Never.
You sure?
Don't ever do that.
You sure?
Never.
You sure?
Never. Never.
Y'all keep the same quarterback, but go through the same issues.
Say that again, man.
Your quarterback is not worth the money.
Facts.
So with that, the
ain't
amount
a
of
bum,
bread,
man.
the amount of bread that y'all gave Dak,
Facts.
I ain't did the calculations, but I'm sure with all of our 1 year signings of quarterbacks, it's about
1 year.
1 year, 2 year
No, you
deals.
drafted quite a few, bro.
We drafted a couple.
You drafted more than.
But I'm saying 1 year deals.
The
But what I'm saying, the 1 year deals, where we had the Heineke.
1 year deal.
Hey man, Heineke was a 1 year deal.
Yeah, Heineke for like 3 years, bro.
Yeah, but we kept renewing the contracts, bringing them
You
back.
know, you know how he got on the field, right?
Listen, man.
No.
We know how he got. We know how he got on the field.
Somebody got hurt, and you went. Hold on, y'all went back. You went over by the water cooler. Say, hey, what you doing over there? You want to play quarterback? Come on, that's exactly what you did.
Hey, man, listen, we a team of volunteers at times, but we not that no
But
more.
Hold on. You drafted Dwayne Hackett.
Hey, rest in peace.
May rest in peace, but you drafted him.
Yes,
right?
yep,
All right.
yep.
You drafted Sam Howell. Facts.
Yeah, we did.
Facts. Stop doing that.
We did.
You drafted
We
quite a
did.
few quarterbacks. Stop doing that. You ain't
We
just.
did.
All right.
We did. That's fine. But all I'm saying is with all of that, them same numbers equivalating to the same thing that Dak Prescott did. Ain't did nothing.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying. So you wasted your money.
You're not hurting my feelings because I'm not a Dak
I
supporter.
ain't trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just telling everybody.
But hold on. I'm gonna say this clear to you.
Yeah.
2 people named that you not gonna disrespect on my watch, and that's CeeDee Lamb and Michael Parsons. Watch your mouth
Now,
when you
see,
talk
with
about
Michael
them.
Parsons, I got a whole lot of respect for Mr. Parsons.
Don't-
all right?
don't you
Mr.
dare.
Parsons. Got a whole lot of respect for you, Mr. Parsons. Listen, it's always
Watch what
room.
you say about Trayvon too.
Listen, now that's
Now what?
you
Now
know,
what?
I can respect how he has grown into the league.
Okay.
But and a lot of the reasons as to why he gets a lot of bashes because he tries to stay further back and press up, so he's more so,
Hey, stick to what you was doing.
I'm
Do what
just
you doing.
that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? He gives distance. He gives you space.
All I'm saying is this: we're a lot closer than you think.
Everybody. We're not looking in the rearview mirror.
Oh no, we're not gonna be. We're not gonna be in the rearview this year. We're gonna be beside you.
Hey, that's cool.
And if you sleep, we're gonna be.
Ain't no sleeping. Ain't no sleeping.
If you think this year gonna be sweet, you tripping.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna be sweet, but it's gonna be a lot of barbecues. And we're gonna be the one grilling.
You can't
It's gonna be a whole lot of barbecue chicken.
How? You last year was your chance to barbecue. You couldn't.
No. Last year was
was your goal. No, you had a golden.
Last year was our opportunity just
to cook us. You couldn't do it.
No. It wasn't for us to cook, y'all. We had Hey man. Hey man, listen.
Talking about Dak, you can't beat Cooper Rush.
Hey, Cooper Rush couldn't even get to a second round of the playoffs. Neither could Dak Prescott. So all I'm
Cooper
saying
Rush never
is
played in the playoff game in his life.
exactly. Shame on Dak Prescott for not helping him get there.
That's right. Dak ain't never get to play against a team with 13 injuries.
Listen, man. Oh man, that's crazy. That was a good one. All right, that's
Man,
cool.
I ain't mean
That's
to do
cool.
that, man.
That's
I
cool.
take that off the tape, y'all.
Hey man, that was
I
man.
didn't mean to do that.
You said 13 inches. That's cool.
They had like 14, 15 people out.
Hey, what? Hey.
Man, but y'all won the game, and then you caught that 50 burger the next week. But
Oh, right. That's cool. You
so
know.
and y'all nowhere near them yet, right?
I'm looking forward to seeing them again.
Seeing who?
Them Eagles.
Can we admit one thing?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't drag this into a whole football thing. Can we admit one thing?
Sure.
If Jalen Hurts don't get hurt that day, what will happen that game?
I mean, again, if
you was gonna lose by 50.
If
you was
could,
gonna lose by 50.
Would,
you know,
but you know, if could, would. I'm letting people know if could, would. But
thank you, Louisville, for that hit to get him out the game because they was about to fry you that day.
Hey, all I'm saying is that we was ready.
My man said, if. Let's be clear. Man, listen, Saquon Barkley got 700 yards against y'all.
That's disrespectful right there.
I'm not making that up. The man ran for 700 yards in 1 year against y'all and 7 touchdowns. That's a fact. That's not, hey, cuz that's an actual fact. I'm not even being funny. That man ran for 700 yards and 7 touchdowns against y'all.
That's cool, man. That's cool. You know, that's cool.
I'm not making it up, though, bro.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I can respect that comeback. That was good. 707 touchdowns. That was nice.
Yeah, that's fact.
That's nice.
Right.
You was dealing with a very angry dog. Of course he's gonna ball out like that against us. Okay. He went against the whole East like that. All right. Now I ain't gonna go too much further. You okay? We gonna move on to the next thing. What we talking about next, man? We ain't gotta go talk about that stuff no more.
Hey, my bad. We done did the WNBA dirty. We supposed to talk about the draft. We just gonna leave that.
Well, we was talking about the draft. We talked about
we're gonna leave that there. No, my boxing fans, we're gonna talk about this weekend, Deron Bucenis. He put on a masterful performance and he dominated Stanionis and he became a unified welterweight champion of the world. Many people were saying that he should be ranked amongst pound for pound and things like that. And then we got some people that say, well, he should have beat Stanionis. He wasn't good enough. This, that, and the third. All I want to say is let him keep fighting, let him clear out his division, and let him keep going from there. I don't want to judge him off that one fight. I mean, he put on a beautiful performance, but I don't want to elevate him too high and I don't want to shoot him too low. Yeah. I just say I need to see more. You know what I mean? Boxing has become WWE. You know what I mean? We got so much sidebar stuff going on that we can't get to the main dishes no more. And hopefully soon in the next few months we get that Lamont Roach Tank rematch.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
That we desperately need out here. But you know what? This is what I ended on. I want to really give a shout out to the DMV. The DMV, like you said, what's the young man who the coach you were speaking about earlier?
Mr. Moses. Now he's not from the DMV.
He's not from the DMV.
Not from the
DMV.
In the DMV. He's coaching in Baltimore. So he
Maryland. Baltimore.
Yeah, you know Baltimore.
We're gonna say Maryland. But listen, man, and especially in these sports. The DMV players, especially on the women's side, have been good. AZ Fudd, who was the most valuable player of the tournament in NCAA for UConn, straight from the DMV. The WNBA, the Finals MVP, Jaquel Jones, DMV.
Yep.
Yeah, DMV been doing it out there, man.
Yeah, man.
They've been doing it out there.
DMV does it in all categories, honestly. When you look at the full spectrum, they do it in all categories. I mean, we do it in all categories, you know, from the young folks up to senior folks, man.
Yeah, so many people.
So much history in the DMV that, you know, sometimes you can't even name everybody. There's some people that don't even get the recognition that they deserve for real. And honestly, I feel like that is where we got to come together. You know what I'm saying? Many of y'all say it all the time. We need to come together. We need to do collabs. We need to do. But a lot of y'all are having whatever woo-woo-woos behind the scenes. I'm going to be real with you. The real know the real. So you can't fake. You can't fake in front of real people. The discernment is different. All right? You ain't trying to go too further into a rabbit hole that I can't pull you out of. But I'm just saying, y'all say y'all want to support, y'all say y'all want to do this. It's many young, man, matter of fact, I'm going to say it right now. My man's Davy Ruffin's gonna be having a comedy Netflix. I mean, not Netflix, but a comedy special. Comedian. People don't know who he is.
Yes, we do.
You do. Y'all know who he is. Okay. Y'all know who he is. But some people act like they don't know who he is when they in public with him. When it comes to, pulling up and supporting. No. He's had this conversation. Now, maybe it might be different because, he's been touring with Lonnie B and he's been doing this thing on the road. If y'all haven't seen what he's been doing, check it out. Same thing with Goofies. Both of them up and coming. Well, not up and coming. They there. It's not even up and coming no more. Goofy's opened up for Martin. You know what I'm saying? He's opened up for Red Grant. Same thing with Davey. Davey opened up for Red too. Baltimore Comedy Factory, man. We gotta support the folks now so that they don't gotta go out, you know what I'm saying, and try to get love from other people. Show love now, man. I ain't over here. Listen, I'm at my own lane. I thank God for everything that he's blessed me with, and I'm thanking God that he's allowed me to meet folks like a Davey or a Goofies or a Pablo that's on his way up, Raheem Johnson that's on his way up, like this different actor. It's so many different things, man. So many different things that we could talk about and name. It's young ballers that I know that are up and coming. Red Grant's daughter, Peyton, a savage on the court.
Wow. Speaking of that, it's an article that I put on my page. Sometime a couple weeks ago. Here you go. The young lady, Lauren Avant, she's a college basketball player. When I first got into the United States Navy, I didn't know the brother per se. We met in passing. I was just coming into the ship and he was getting out the Navy to leadership. But we kind of favored each other. So like a lot of my guys always like would call me his name. So I knew his name.
Yeah.
I knew his name. But as soon as he got out the Navy, not too long after that, he was some gang initiation thing in his hometown, and he was murdered. But his daughter is now Lauren Avant is doing things in the college basketball world.
Okay.
So it's just like seeing that gave me joy because I remember how devastated all my shipmates was when that tragedy happened.
Yeah.
So you kind of see you get a little bit of peace and be like, yeah, oh man, his daughter actually, made it. She doing things out there, and she remembered her father, when she was speaking in the interview that she was doing, man. It just shows you how things can come full circle, man. So yeah, shout out to my man Avant, man, and you definitely was missed, and happy to see that his young daughter at the time, because she was like 19 months when it happened, only a few months old when it happened, and she grew up, and now she's
doing the thing. That's amazing, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Queen, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. We're gonna clap that up for you. It was beautiful. But yeah, like you said, man, it's a lot of youngins have been through a lot and they just looking for help. Now the problem is that sometimes they're not willing to listen to the help. And that's where we have to find the common ground for people to be able to be like, all right, are you going to be patient enough to work with somebody that may not be willing to always listen to you? And that challenge only belongs to the best of the best leaders. If you don't find yourself in that category, maybe, you'll find yourself talking crazy like some of the folks that are out here going against, the grain and trying to bash people. And I ain't gonna even lie. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, kind of like seeing certain folks bash certain personalities. You know what I mean? And when that comes about, it automatically creates friction where a youngin automatically is now being raised how to be like someone that is combative to the community, that is not going to be willing to take a better step. So if you are a community activist and you consider that, you got it in your Instagram bios or your social media bios, but you're not really out here, man. For 2 years, I worked in the DC streets with Red Grant while he was running for mayor of DC and also while he was running for city council. And to see the leadership that I never thought I would see from someone such as Red Grant. No disrespect to, some of the things that I didn't know that he had accomplished and he was doing before I met him, but I only knew him as a comedian. So to see him in another realm, leading and like looking out for the homeless people, man, when people, it's things that I seen that blew my mind from him being a leader, regardless as to if he won the position or not. He didn't even stop there. He's still continuing to impact lives to this day. So, if you're going to be out here trash talking people, please just have something out there where, people can back it, be like, well, he may say that, but he's really looking out for the community. And if you're not doing that, bro, then it's best that you just, find better content to talk about. Yeah.
Content.
Yeah.
It's the name of the game, man.
Content, man.
Nowadays, everything is about the algorithm. Everything is about the hot take, the quick takes, and people jump out. Just people, and it's the blind leading the blind, because you got some people on social media, man. They believe you. If it sounds like it's something they want to hear, yep, that's it.
Yep,
that's it.
Yep,
I'm running with that.
Running with it.
That makes sense.
I agree. They're gonna take their sip of water. It might not be water, but it's clear. And they just gonna agree with it. And you can't do that all the time. You can't. It don't matter. Can't even go that far. But yeah, man. Yeah, it was a great time, man. It was a great time. We talked a little bit about Dallas. Talked a little bit about. I'm always do it. I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
What you wish for.
Hey, all I'm saying is, I'm looking forward to this season.
I know what we're gonna be. But hold on, before we even get to that, we got to get through the NBA playoffs. Who do you pick to win the NBA?
Well, I say, back.
No, who you pick to win it? Let's go right now. Who y'all pick to win it?
All right, man. Shoo. All right, we going with LA.
The Lakers.
Man, listen.
That's cute.
Lakers. I would love to see Jimmy win with Golden State. But Luka deserves it after that.
Why does Luka deserve it?
Come on, man.
Why does Luka deserve it?
Because that woman that shipped him out from Dallas, come on now. That was disrespectful.
Bro, do y'all know good and well somebody flew? Listen, the ratings in the league was down. They needed a storyline. So the man said, listen, man, they called Dallas and said, man, I need y'all to hold this down.
Yeah. And let me tell you something.
Listen, why would Dallas, a team who was in the NBA Finals just last year, just jump up and say, you know what? I'm gonna trade our franchise player because we got a problem in the locker room. And y'all bought that? No, that the league needed ratings, and this how it got a jump start.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Look at me in my eyes.
Jerry Jones type move.
Listen.
Jerry Jones type.
Yeah, Jerry don't really. Jerry don't care about winning. He just wanted the business to look good.
Why is everything got to come back to Jerry and the Cowboys?
Because y'all say y'all America's team, so that's why y'all gonna get talked like y'all America's team.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This Caitlin Clark situation made me realize why people hate the Cowboys.
Ooh.
I understand.
I
honestly understand, bro. Because listen, like I tell everybody, listen, the Cowboys ain't got to do nothing. Watch this. Dak Prescott did not play the second half of the season, right? Do you know he was still the number one trending quarterback on social media?
You know why?
Why though?
Because of that little, bro. It's multiple reasons.
But what I'm saying is this: you mean to tell me with all the football that was going on last year, all the people balling, you still want to talk about that?
I mean, here we go that we can mimic. He got the little
he's not
warm up when he getting ready.
Oh, y'all doing? Whoa! You know what? You're doing a little too much though.
I'm just saying.
You're doing a little too much. Because here's my thing about that, right? I'm not a fan of dude. Y'all know he's an underachiever to me and all that. But don't act like y'all like he's sweet to y'all.
Hey, all I'm saying is,
you know Dak record against y'all, right?
Hey, man, that's
You know
cool.
Dak Prescott
That's
against y'all, right?
cool. He went against a lot of backup quarterbacks.
What backup? What backup?
Everybody that we had on our team,
Was the
just
backup
because,
touch
just because,
the backup touch J. Daniels?
that's right. Just
So
because.
now you finally got a starter. So now everybody else is
Come
backup.
on now. No disrespect.
going
No
bonkers,
disrespect.
man.
No disrespect to
You going
Heineke.
bonkers.
He earned his right. You know what I'm saying? To go where he's
Y'all used to
gone.
love him. Y'all was loving him.
I still got love for Heineke, man. What? Still got love for him, man. Come on now. There ain't no love lost for Heineke. You feel me? No love lost for my man. You feel me? It's just like, all right, brother, you gotta go on now. You gotta go get your money now.
Oh,
build
listen,
up, player.
listen,
Build up now.
You struck Organo gold with the guy you got right now.
Very much.
Very much. You did. But like most situations, just like in Caden's situation, let it manifest properly.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Now let it manifest itself. Now you do know that you set a standard now. So no. You can't go back now. Like I got to do the work. Talking about, yeah, man, I'm just happy if they make the playoffs. Oh, no. That's not your expectation no more. No.
You definitely right about that.
That's not the expectation.
Definitely
no
not.
more.
Definitely
And
not.
you can't live off that.
Y'all best believe it's gonna be a whole lot of trash talking and a whole lot of playing.
But don't jump out the plane too soon, because you might get your feelings hurt.
I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't gonna be no feelings hurting right here. I'm telling you, ain't no feelings hurting.
All right, man.
All right, it's gonna be a whole lot of hey, did you see that? Hey, you saw that, right? You okay? All right. Hey, oh. That's what it's gonna sound like all season.
All right, baby.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna turn over to y'all games and be like, hey.
Are you serious? You think it's gonna be sweet? You think it's sweet?
Nah, I'm saying more so like y'all might have some games that y'all gonna win, but most likely it's not gonna even be y'all in the picture of like who's coming out of the East. It's gonna be more.
Are you nuts? Have you lost your mind? Are you nuts? I know you don't believe that, right? You believe that. Let me help y'all out, man. Last year for you guys was a hoax, bro. No, I'm not talking about what you did. I expect y'all to
what y'all went through.
Yes, that's a hoax.
So it's all smoke and mirrors.
That's smoke and mirrors.
Okay, all right, we gonna see now, fellas, ladies and gentlemen.
No, listen. Hold on.
Hear and see what he's saying.
We are not a Super Bowl contender, no.
Very much.
No, because this is exactly what's gonna happen. This year, Dak gonna ball out. Dak probably gonna have his best season as a pro. CeeDee Lamb gonna crush. CeeDee Lamb gonna whatever running back we get gonna get busy. We're gonna be a tough out for a lot of people. We're gonna get to the playoffs and we're gonna get embarrassed like we always do. We gonna leave broken heart.
So y'all gonna get to the playoffs over us and Philly?
All three of us can go.
I don't know now with the
what?
With the way the NFC about to look, man, I don't think we're gonna be three of us going.
Well, with NFC with who? With who? No. Go through the NFC with who?
I don't see.
No, with who though? With who?
Can y'all beat Minnesota for real?
Are you serious? We own them.
Okay.
When the last time? I don't know the last time you beat them. When the last time we lost to Minnesota? With the Jettas.
You know, I'm
you do that. You know we were beating the dust off them, right?
The next time we talk, I'm gonna have so much research for you.
Do your research.
I'm gonna do some research.
I'm
gonna dig now. I'm gonna dig.
Minnesota.
Go through the graveyard. Stop. Y'all can get back to Minnesota.
Yes. Are you serious?
Playoff wise.
They can't get there. When the last time Minnesota won a playoff game? Think about that. When the last time Minnesota won a playoff game?
Well, oh man, I would think that was Jefferson's. No, was that to go to the playoffs when he caught that joint against Minnesota. New Orleans.
Going way back when Drew Brees was playing.
Hey,
you going back when Drew Brees was playing?
Listen,
that's when Carson Wentz. That's Carson Wentz's second year.
Was it?
Yes, that's Carson Wentz's second year. Philly won the Super Bowl that year. That's Carson Wentz's second year. That's the last time Minnesota did anything in the playoffs when Carson Wentz. And they, what's the boy name? Y'all, matter of fact, he was just starting quarterback. Case Keenum. Y'all picked him up. Case Keenum went to the NFC Championship game, went to y'all, end up out the league.
And that was the last time y'all did
y'all got Case Keenum put out the league.
Well, I mean, we know why that was the case.
Why is that? He went to the NFC Championship game before he got there.
Because of who was over the daggone organization.
Okay, cool. But ever since Kirk Cousins got there, no, we've owned Minnesota since Kirk Cousins got there.
Okay. Respect.
Keep going.
That. All right.
Keep going.
we gonna talk about this in the next segment, man. I just want to let y'all know I'm grateful to be here. I ain't got
We beat Chicago. We beat Minnesota.
We did that. I don't know. Y'all might want to keep your eyes on Chicago.
Get out of here. Get out of here. We beating Chicago and we beat Minnesota.
I'm telling you now.
Get out of here, man.
Caleb,
get out of here.
Caleb Williams
Get
not
out of
going
here,
out
man.
like that.
Listen, get out of here.
As much as I knew he wasn't going to have a great
And
season,
then,
he did decent.
You know, we play the NFC North and the AFC West. We own San Diego. That's a win. Raiders a win. And at worst in the NFC East, we're going 4-2 or 5-1. In the NFC East, we're going 4-2 or 5-1.
Okay.
We're going 4-2 or 5-1.
All right. We're gonna mark this down.
And the only thing, and here's the only difference. The only difference between 4-2 and 5-1 is whether or not we're gonna sweep you or split with you. That's it. We sweeping the Giants, we beating you, and we beating Philly.
I don't know if y'all gonna beat Philly.
Are you nuts?
Nah.
Philly, brother, listen.
Nah.
You realize last year, the first time Philly swept us in 7 years.
That's right.
In 7 years.
They got a dog.
No, they don't sweep us.
They got a
they
dog.
Sweep you, they don't sweep us.
They got a dog. They're not gonna sweep us.
That's up to you. I know who they not sweeping.
Bro, yeah, I love the confidence, man.
Right.
I love the
you seen our track record against the NFC East? Are you not?
That's cool. That's great.
You know we done beat the Giants 15 out of the last 17 times we played them.
That's great. But you do know that it's a new day.
What's a new day?
It's a
y'all
new day.
Y'all caught us. Both of y'all caught us. Broke up, smashed the smithereens. Cooper Rush started against y'all both games. Not against y'all. Against both of the games against Philly, they had Cooper Rush. One of the games we didn't even have CD Lamb. So it was Cooper Rush. What was our running back name? Rico Dotto.
Yeah, y'all had a running back named who?
Rico Dotto. He ran for 100 yards against you. So don't talk too much. He ran for 100 yards against you twice.
Hey man, so much greatness happened.
We gotta get out of here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. If you have not done it yet, please like and subscribe to the Let's Talk Sports, y'all. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I will update y'all when we get the Gary Antoine Russell interview. We're gonna get it. He's been here before. He'll be back. And it'll be soon. And also be on the lookout for us in these arenas, baby. Look out for us in these arenas. We're gonna get some real up close and personal, especially with the WNBA. WNBA hot right now. I told people the other day. I said, man, listen, the Mystics hotter than the Wizards. The Mystics gonna be hotter than the Wizards
for at least a year or two.
The Mystics. Nah, listen. Hold on. Don't get this messed up.
I'm not disrespecting the Mystics. I'm just saying.
Check this out. I'm interested in this draft tonight because I want to see who the Mystics get, because the Mystics got like 3 draft picks.
It's gonna be crazy,
and they got a nice little mob already. I like them young girls, Shakira Austin and Aaliyah Edwards, and my girl Brittany Sykes.
Most definitely.
Listen, man, be on the lookout for the Mystics.
And speaking of, moment before we do get off of here too, we want to pay respects to Bub Carrington, who will be laying a family member to rest this week.
Yes.
Prayers to you and your family, boss man, and hope that things can become a better time for you and the family in this season. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I do know that Washington Wizards are definitely not going to be like this for the remainder of the time while they got these folks. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. All right. I got faith in the young boys, Alex Saw, Buck Carrington, Bullabaye, and my boy. Hey, chill out, brother. Chill out, man. Chill out.
The way you said it,
Bullabaye, and then we got my man Keyshawn George, man. Yeah.
Shout out to the Black Eye Media Room, our tech guy.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, sir.
Visionary, my man B-Zell of the Next to Flex podcast and everything else. And tell the people where they can find you at, my brother.
Listen, y'all, you can follow me on IG at Brandon Stenard and also on YouTube at Brandon Stenard. Facebook is private. If you add me, it's going to be a month or 2 before I see it. But besides that, I might be getting on Twitter, possibly.
He is getting on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm getting
He's
told
getting
that.
on Twitter.
Okay, I'm gonna be on Twitter.
Everybody in the Black Eye Media family will be on Twitter.
I'm gonna be on Twitter. Okay, I'll be on Twitter, but on YouTube,
Definitely.
we gonna have a whole lot of content on YouTube.
That he's gonna dump.
It's a lot of content. I'm talking,
Yes.
man. Listen, I've been blessed to been able to talk and interview with some of the most prominent, influential people that you would love to just talk to for maybe 5 seconds. If you had a chance to pitch a question, not a business idea, but a question to some of the most influential people in your life, what would be that question? Looking forward to showing y'all what I was able to ask. Yeah.
Dang. And we out of here, y'all.
Yes, indeed, man. Y'all be safe, be blessed. Boom! We out. Well, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, y'all. It's not the damn time for that. No.